Okay guys, today's video is making a ramrod in the woods. Let's say that it's 1700s and you're out hunting and maybe you missed a deer and you're kind of fumbling around to get another shot off quick and you're reloading and you're just kind of jamming things down and you just kind of go like this with your ramrod and you just bust it right off. Or let's say you take a shot, you reload, maybe some Indians heard your shot and came down and you need to get out of there quick, but you're still in the middle of reloading. You're holding your ramrod, you take it out, and you start running with your gun and your ramrod, trip and fall, break your ramrod. Who knows? You never know. Things can happen. So today, I'm going to try to make a ramrod in the woods, which is a tomahawk and a knife. Okay, the quickest and easiest way to make a ramrod in the woods, I'm guessing, is to use a very thin green sapling. Now, when this dries out, it might get a little too brittle to use as a ramrod, but green, it's going to have enough moisture in it that it'll have enough flexibility to bend a little bit, not snap on you. If you use something like this that's dead and dry, this little, will probably just snap on you. But right now it's winter and these are green, so this is going to give us enough flexibility in this right now so that you can keep using your firearm until you can get back to where you can get a better ramrod. Okay, now unfortunately, my gun is a .45 caliber flintlock rifle. If you had something like a 62 gauge smoothbore or something like that, or a much larger gauge, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do something like this. So basically, we're just going to trim off these things. The best is going to be about any branches at all. Okay, well then the next step is really quite simple. Take your knife, start shaving it down. Okay, once you get your dowel cut down to size, what you're going to want to do is test it in your gun barrel. Make sure that it's going to fit. A little bit of a tight fit. There, I felt it seat, so I'm going to take my knife, mark the top of the barrel on my ramrod here, and then I'm going to check it on my barrel and make sure it was fully seated on the breech. And when you think you have it thin enough, you can try loading a ball and see if you can get a ball to fully seat. Okay, let's see if I can get this ball pushed down. It's not a very big ball on this one. Then you want to check your mark. The mark's right here. So I got the powder charge and the ball. Should be fully seated right there. Well, I had a flash in the pan, so make sure my vent hole is good and clear. Well, guys, you can see that a simple stick can work as a ramrod. Now, if you're really worried about your stick being too flexible, you can see how that flexes quite a bit. You can try drying this out over a fire, like fire hardening your stick, and see how that works. I mean, the second thing you're going to have to do is make it thin enough to fit in your thimbles on your gun. But you can see it got the job done. My balls aren't a very tight fit, so I didn't need something that was going to be super strong to shove it down. And if you're shooting smoothbore or something where you don't need a tight patch, you can just, I know a lot of guys, they'd run their powder down, run a wad, run their ball on top of that, and then run another wad on top of their ball. So you don't need a real strong ramrod for a loose fitting ball. So you can see that got the job done. It got the job done. It doesn't really matter what you use. If you want to use something a little more long term, look for some hickory or some oak or something. I don't have hickory or really any oaks up here. The next best thing would probably be some ash. But when they're small, it's hard to find anything straight. Other than that, I got some birch, which probably would be a good choice. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and take care. I'll see you in the next one.